Autolite and its 98,000 dealers bring you Miss Agnes Moorehead in tonight's presentation of Suspense. Tonight, Autolite presents the exciting new radio play by the originator of Suspense, Mr. William Spear. The story is called Death and Miss Turner. Our star, the First Lady of Suspense, Miss Agnes Moorehead.
Hey, Harlow.
Howdy, Sheriff. Arrest anyone lately?
No, but I want to check up on you, because I heard you've been boasting you got a system that can't lose.
Why, Sheriff, of course my system can't lose. It's the best there is, the Autolite electrical system on my Autolite-equipped car. Why, every unit and component part is related by Autolite engineering design and manufacturing skill to give the smoothest performance money can buy.
What system is that, Harlow?
The electrical system, Sheriff, including the Autolite starting motor, distributor, coil, generator, battery, spark plugs, and all the other parts of the complete Autolite electrical system installed as original equipment on many leading makes of our finest cars, trucks, and tractors.
You mean you're always right with the Autolite electrical system?
You sure are, Sheriff. That's why it pays to insist on Autolite original factory parts for your Autolite-equipped car. And remember, from bumper to tail light, you're always right with Autolite. And now, Autolite presents transcribed Death and Miss Turner, starring Miss Agnes Moorehead, hoping once again to keep you in suspense.
We went out for a walk this morning. I was dead, and I went out for a walk. Miss Briggs went with me. It was her idea. I wouldn't have particularly thought of it. She'd brought the new picture in this morning. She took my chair and stood on it and took off one shoe and hammered the nail in the wall and hung the picture up. She asked me if it was hanging straight, and I said I thought so. And she said, well, and she took off her glasses and gave me a little inquiring expression. She always does that after she's done something for me. She wants my approval. So I looked at the picture hanging there, and I smiled, and I said, it's lovely. Plain black frame. Yes, you're right. That's just the right frame for it.
I beg your pardon?
The frame. I said it's good.
The frame?
Yes.
Yes. There are some other pictures downstairs we could have framed if you like.
That would be a lot of trouble, wouldn't it?
Not a bit.
I think I could sleep some more. There's a headache just hovering over me. I don't want to wait until it gets me.
Of course, you finish your nap. You know what might be nice, though, later on? To get some air. Go for a stroll in the park.
Go out today?
And have lunch somewhere nice, like 96 Piccadilly or Claridge's. How about it? I'll ring up and reserve a table.
It's cool. Maybe I can borrow that red coat that's hanging up in there.
Yes. That's fine, Rachel.
I was dead. Long, long dead. And I went out for a walk. My name is Rachel. Yes, there can't be any doubt about that now.
And then the American meets the Englishman and says, well, how are things here, old boy? And the Englishman says, better than next year. Well, no sense pulling a long face. Like my dad always says, if I could get a steak, I couldn't afford it anyway, so... Are you getting tired, dear? Huh? You've seen enough of London for today?
Oh, no. I'm enjoying this so very much, as long as we don't walk too fast.
We're not, are we?
Oh, no, it's lovely.
How long have you been in London, Rachel?
You know I can't tell you that, Miss Briggs.
Yes, of course.
You're just hoping that I just might let something sort of slip accidentally, aren't you, Miss Briggs?
Yes, I guess so. It'd be nice, wouldn't it?
No, it wouldn't. Don't count on it, Miss Briggs. It's not going to happen. I can't risk it.
Look, there's the frame shop where I got our new picture done this morning. The black frame you like so much. He's framing some more for us. Let's just go in and see how he's coming along.
Is this a new shop?
Yes, I think so. Hello there, anybody in?
Who's that? Oh, Miss Briggs, isn't it? How are we today?
Fine, thank you, Mr. Putney. My friend here and I thought we'd just look in and see how our little job of work is going.
I see. Yes, that was the 4 oils by, who was it? Turner, that's it, Turner. Let's see. No, I'm afraid we haven't got them yet. There they are hanging up there on the line. They're awfully good, aren't they, Miss Briggs? Who did you say...
I've been here before.
Beg your pardon?
It was the same.
Oh, I'm afraid not. You see...
What do you mean? I tell you...
Well, I've only just opened my shop 4 days ago.
Well, I'm not talking about your shop necessarily, Mr. Putney, but these.
Oh, these paintings. I don't know. Miss Briggs brought them in by Turner.
Turner? That's preposterous. J.M. Turner? Why, these have nothing to do with him. In the first place, he was watercolor. In the second place, landscape. And in the third...
Not J.M. Turner. Another Turner. They're signed. R. Turner.
Oh.
Interesting painter, this one, don't you think? Not exactly macabre, but something shivery about it. All 4 of them seem to have I guess you'd call it an ominous overtone.
Really? I don't feel that particularly.
Well, wouldn't you call it a little nightmare when a painter goes to this much trouble, all this detail, painting a man, his hands, his suit, the handkerchief in his pocket, the carnation in his buttonhole, and then leaves out his face? In all 4 paintings, no face.
I see a face.
Yes, of course. Well...
Not complete, not the filled-in features, but the qualities of this man's face are there for me, even though they're not there for you. I should know this man if I met him.
We must be going.
He's dead, I think. We rode back in a taxi, Miss Briggs and I. She had a bundle which Mr. Putney said she'd ordered or something. I wasn't listening to them. Every time I opened my mouth to say something, I gave them an advantage. Every time I went out for a walk with one of them, like today, I showed things in my expression that told them what they wanted to know. I'd fallen into the trap when Miss Briggs had suggested that walk this morning. I'd been weak. I should never have gone. I want to be dead, and I won't be brought back from it.
Well, had a nap, Rachel?
Yes. What have you got there?
This? Some stuff I ordered the other day from Mr. Putney.
Oh? What is it?
You laugh.
No.
Well, I know it's foolish, but as my dad says, faint heart never drew a royal flush. I must say I don't know what that means quite. I'm not a card player. Anyway, it's something I've always wanted to have a private dabble at. They say it relaxes the nerves. And who knows? I'm younger than Grandma Moses.
Paints. You bought a box of paints.
And brushes. This one, if you please, costs 2 guineas. It's for the fine detail work, he says.
Sable.
Huh?
It's a sable brush.
And these things, you mix your colors on them.
Palettes.
And then there's whatever this is, fixative. And, well, anyway, I've gone and got a perfect smasher of a real professional kit. Now, someone will teach me to draw a straight line.
You didn't buy this box of paints for yourself, did you, Miss Briggs?
Well, whatever...
You bought them for me. That was it, wasn't it? I was a painter. That's what you're waiting for me to find out. R. Turner, the painter who does portraits of a man without a face. It's Rachel Turner. Is that it? I don't remember it, but is that it? Am I Rachel Turner?
Wait here. I'm going to get Dr. Grice.
I looked at the door a moment after she'd gone. Then a square of white became the only thing in the room. I'd picked up a canvas board. I drew a chair forward and propped the canvas against it. I was doing my best not to think, not to govern my actions, simply to allow whatever might happen. My hand was tearing away the cellophane wrapper from the charcoal. I leaned over the square of white prop there on the chair, and like plunging a dagger into a white body, I invaded the whiteness of the canvas with a bold and perfectly symmetrical oval in black, done with one stroke. Charcoal fell from my hand. Now the oils were spreading onto the palette. Sable brush stabbing into the colors, blending them, testing the mixture of perfect flesh tone. Why? For what sake? There was a roaring in my ears like the sound of a train rushing through the night.
meet at last. That is to say, we meet as people meet in a drawing room, a cocktail party, perhaps, where the hostess hasn't had the time to introduce us all around. We find each other elbow to elbow at the punch bowl. At this moment, you smile to me as I hand you your glass, and I say, my name is Grice.
I'm Rachel Turner. I'm a painter.
Oh? It's a subject on which I'm dreadfully ill-informed. I'm a psychologist myself.
Sir Bartley Grice, of Her Majesty's College of Medicine.
Heavens. Not only a painter, but a positive encyclopedist. How could you know that? Have we met before?
We've not met at all this way. We don't meet, you and I, Sir Bartley, until some months in this year, 1952, when you're my doctor. And I'm a patient who has lost her memory.
How much do you know now, Miss Turner?
You're going to be sorry. More than that, you'll be the object all the murderous hatred my tortured soul is capable of if you persist in bringing me back.
I shall risk that. Many people hate me. I saved many others from being hated. You painted this just now in those 15 minutes while Miss Briggs and I were talking?
Yes.
Remarkable. It's amazing to me.
It's wonderful.
This man's face, why him? I mean, for what reason this particular countenance? Is he real from life? What's his name, then? Who is he?
I don't know. I saw him only once.
Well, then, why do you feel compelled to bring back this face to show to yourself again now? Why?
It's the face of the man I murdered.
Autolite is bringing you Miss Agnes Moorehead in Death and Miss Turner. Tonight's presentation in radio's outstanding theater of thrills, Suspense.
Say, Harlow, does my car have an Autolite electrical system?
It sure does, Sheriff, for yours is one of the many leading makes of our finest cars, trucks, and tractors equipped with an Autolite electrical system. And Autolite is the world's largest independent manufacturer of automotive electrical equipment.
What kind of chores does this system do, Harlow?
Well, Sheriff, it goes to work at the flick of the ignition switch and performs every second your engine runs. It works, too, every time you turn on your radio, sound your horn, use your electric windshield wiper, or heater. That's why it will pay you to treat the electrical system of your car to a periodic checkup at your car dealers or authorized Autolite service station. You can find the location of your nearest authorized Autolite service station in the classified section of the telephone directory under Automobile Electrical Service. Or call Western Union by number and ask for Operator 25. And remember, from bumper to tail light, you're always right with Autolite. And now, Autolite brings back to our Hollywood soundstage Miss Agnes Moorehead in Elliott Lewis's production of Death and Miss Turner. A tale well calculated to keep you in suspense. You murdered this man whose face you have painted here?
Yes. Yes,
How did you murder him?
I don't know.
You have no recall of having actually done it. You're unable to tell yourself where it happened or when?
No. No, I'm sure that I killed him.
Yes. Miss Turner, we're going to give you something to make you sleep. Now, if you'll just roll up your sleeve, Miss Briggs, please.
Sleep? Hold still, yes.
Yes, for a period of time now. We shall need to help you sleep. I hope it'll be a brief one. You've wanted to sleep a great deal of recent months, haven't you? That was because you were afraid of reality, of your thoughts while awake. So you were always dozing off or taking a nap, staying in bed till half the day was gone. Now
I know I'm a murderess. So I've earned the right to be drugged into forgetting it for a few hours. I was already dead. I'd forgotten. Why couldn't I have been